Hello, my friend. I hope you were able to journal and also reflect and pray from the last session. As we are in the second session, we want to jump right into it. All right, so it says in Steps of Christ 9.3, God made man perfectly holy and happy, and the fair earth, as it came from the Creator's hand, bore no blight of decay or shadow of the curse. It is transgression of God's law, the law of love, that has brought woe and death. Hear what it says now. Yet even amid the suffering that results from sin, God's love is revealed. It is written that God cursed the ground for man's sake. The thorn and the thistle, the difficulties and trials that make his life one of toil and care, were appointed for his good as a part of the training needful in God's plan for his uplifting from the ruin and degradation that sin has wrought. The world, though falling, is not all sorrow and misery. In nature itself are messages of hope and comfort. There are flowers upon the thistles, and the thorns are covered with roses. I like this. I really like this because it points out a few things here. Number one, it points out that, man, in spite of sin, in spite of the different things that we have to experience in life, God's love is still revealed. When we look at Calvary, we saw it. In spite of the fact that men have fallen, we see that God stepped out, coming and sending his son for us to be able to experience life again. God's love is still revealed in spite of us being falling, in spite of us turning our backs on God. God still demonstrated that he loves us. He still loves us. In spite of the things that you have even been through, the hardship, the suffering. Maybe you had to work 2 jobs. Maybe you had to go to school and work at the same time. Maybe you had to go to the hospital to visit your family member. Maybe you had to take out a loan to be able to get through school. Maybe you had to just go through some tough times in life. But even in amidst of that, God's love is still revealed in your life. What the devil will do is that he will try to make us focus on the miseries of life. But he does not want us to focus on the beauty and the love of Jesus manifesting itself right in our lives. How is God's love being manifested in our life? If you look in nature, if you're going to nature, if you ever take a walk one day, just go in nature. Go and look in where the beautiful flowers are. Look at the birds as they fly in the air. Look how God is providing for them. God is providing for you also. God is still at work in your life in spite of the different difficulties that you're going through. He's still keeping your family together. He's still giving you peace. He's still giving you strength to go to work. He's still giving you hope. He's still keeping your right mind. The devil does not want you to focus on these small things. And so what I want you to do is today focus on those small things where God is at work in your life, and just say, you know what, Lord, I'm going to write these trials that I'm going through down, but I'm going to write how big you are and how you have demonstrated your love for me on Calvary, how you are providing for my family in spite of what I'm going through and in spite of the trials. I'm going to focus on the good things this year. I'm going to focus on the things that you're doing in my life and not focus on the things that I want you to do and you may not be coming through right now. And so this is a switch, but write it down in your journal and reflect upon the beauty of the love of God and just thank him through some words of prayer, saying, thank you, Jesus, for carrying me through this year and the different challenges I had to go through. I'll see you next time.